Hey, Jimmy with Cuff and Stuff. Man, we got another good one for you today. Hey, we're gonna make a Ruben sandwich. Now what you're thinking, we're gonna make a pastrami Ruben wrap. We're gonna do this as a wrap. I'm gonna show you step by step how to make it. So, hang tight. Okay, what we've got here, this is right at a 5-pound corned beef brisket, okay? I bought it straight out of the package from the grocery store. It's not something that's gonna be hard for you to find. All right, I'm gonna be making pastrami Ruben sandwiches. So what I wanna do first is I wanna desalinate this corned beef a little bit, okay? It's very, very salty, and that can overpower your pastrami. So that's what we're making. I'm gonna take a pot of water and I'm just gonna cover this brisket with a good bit of water. Now, that's probably about a gallon. And I'm gonna take and cover this container. It's gonna go in the refrigerator. Now I'm gonna change this water out this afternoon and tonight, probably every 3 or 4 hours until I go to bed, and then I'll leave it in that water until in the morning. So tomorrow when we come back, I'll bring you back and show you the change that's gonna be in this meat. All right, well, here's our brisket flat. We soaked this yesterday afternoon and last night. We changed the water every 4 hours, and as you can see, it's changed color quite a bit. It's grayed up. And we're gonna take and I'm gonna put it in this catering pan. Now, I've got a, excuse me just a second, I've got a mix of spices. This has got half a cup of coarse ground pepper. This is 16 grit ground pepper, a quarter cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic, 2 tablespoons of ground coriander, a tablespoon of ground mustard, and a tablespoon of onion powder. And I've just mixed it together in this little shaker. And I'm gonna take, and probably the most important thing in here is gonna be this black pepper. It's gonna give it a lot of taste. When you're making pastrami, coriander is just about as important. And as you saw, it's got coriander in it. I'm gonna flip it over and get this other side. Now, I did pat it down dry, but you can see it's still pretty wet. So, of course, I don't need a binder, but top side here, I'm gonna let this go pretty heavy. Of course, I'm gonna put the recipe for that down below. So you wanna know what to put together to make this pastrami. All right, that one's good. I wanna go back over and hit this just a little bit harder on this side. I wanted to be sure I had enough. I've got plenty to do this. And there's a nice little slice from the butcher. All right, so, all right. Now I'm gonna let that hang out. I'm getting the stick burner going. We're gonna cook it on the side burner today. We're gonna cook on the old country. So let me get all that ready. I'll bring you back when I put it on. All right, we let our stick burner get up to about 300 degrees. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put this side down, and I'm gonna put it right here in the middle of it. I'm gonna take and stick this probe in the middle of the fat part, and we're gonna close him up. Notice I got a water pan in there. We're gonna close him up. Now, I'm expecting about a 3-hour cook to start with. I want it to go a little better than 200 degrees to start with. Also, I'm gonna look for the color. So I probably will let this go maybe the whole 3 hours before I bring you back, but we'll see. If something that comes up, I'll bring you back. Okay, well, so much for that 3 hours. It's been 4 hours. I've been watching the temperature, and in the last 45-50 minutes, we hit 140, and it hasn't gone up 1 degree in the last 45 minutes. So, all right, what does that mean? That means we've hit the stall, right? All right, so we're gonna shift gears. We're gonna go into already, this is probably 20 degrees sooner than I wanted to do this, but it looks like we've got pretty decent color. So it's time to make this boy tender. Now, I had a meter in it, and also the probe off of the ink bird. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take, and I'm gonna add, I have put this in a catering pan with a rack in it, and I'm taking beef broth, and I'm gonna put this whole container of beef broth. Now, this brisket flat is not sitting in it, it's sitting above it. So let's take and cover it up. I want to make sure it's good and tight. I still have that probe in it. Make sure we got it sealed up good and tight. And I'm going right back in the smoker. Just like that. All right, let's close it up, and we're gonna keep on cooking. Okay, well, the ink bird says that we've crossed over 200 degrees, so let's take this off. You can see this steam. All right, so let's verify this. Oh yeah, pretty tender. All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to take this piece of meat, and I'm gonna put it right back on out of this. Now, what I want it to do, I want it to firm up and get the color back and kind of bark up a little bit more. So I'm gonna leave it in maybe 15 minutes or so, just to pick up that smoke and pick up that bark. So back in we go, another 15 minutes or so, and we'll bring you back. All right, we've let this rest about 45 minutes. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, look at the color. Look at the color on this. Is this beautiful? All right, I'm gonna cut thin slices for like sandwiches. Of course, we're doing wraps today. So, all right, This is the last of it. Look at that. Is that beautiful? All right, I'm gonna put this in this pan, and we're gonna make some pastrami Rubens. All right, so let's put these together. What I've got is a Thousand Island dressing. Now you can make it homemade. You can even buy it out of the bottle. It don't make any difference. If you're running short on time, use it straight out of the bottle. It'll be fine. All right, I'm gonna spread that out. I'm gonna take and put some pastrami, 2, 3, 4 pieces. I'm going to take 2 pieces of, this is provolone. Swiss works just as well. I'm going to take some sauerkraut, and I'm going to put some sauerkraut on top, just like this. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take and fold the sides in like this, and then I'm going to take the end and I'm going to come all the way back up here and bunch it up like this, and I'm going to take and roll it just like that, and there we go. All right, back in the smoker. I've got 6 made. I'm going to put 6 right back in the heat and the smoke. All right, I'm going to let this do for about 20-30 minutes, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, well, 20 minutes back in the smoker, and here's what we have. And it has firmed up a little bit. Look at this. Here we go. So it's gonna be hot as blue blazes, but I'm going in anyway. The pastrami, smoked fresh pastrami. Oh my goodness. With that dressing, the sauerkraut going back. The cheese, oh my goodness. That's a Ruben wrap. Oh, it's so good. Hey, this is too easy to make. You need to try it. If you haven't already, do me a favor. How about hit the circle on this side, subscribe, boop. Hit that like button, give me a like. Hey, it's how I get paid. I'll have a video just for you right here. Won't cost a dime. Hey, until next time, hang tight. Be kind to one another.